As soon as you see it, I want to encourage your hearts this morning never to forget. Amen. We want to encourage your hearts. I don't want you to ever forget this morning. Our weekly inspirational nugget is never forget. Never forget. I found that in life, what works best against the people of God is a bad memory in the wrong areas. So we'll forget how God brought us out. As a matter of fact, in Bible study, I hope you've been joining us for Bible study. We're live on Wednesday nights for Bible study. We've been talking about the children of Israel for quite some time. We've been in the book of Exodus, and we're going chronologically through the word. And it's taken us, we've been doing this now about 3 years, and we're just in Exodus. But anyway, we've been talking about the children of Israel and how quickly they seem to forget what God has done. He can work a miracle in one chapter. By the very next chapter, they've already forgotten and start to complain and doubt and wonder what's going to happen. And, I want you to understand that you have to always keep in the forefront of your mind the great and wonderful things that God has done for you. And the reason you want to keep them in the forefront of your mind, not because God's ego requires it or anything like that, but you want to keep it in the forefront of your mind because if you forget what God has done, you won't be able to trust what he can do. I'll say it again. If you forget what God has done for you, then in your mind and in your heart, you'll forget how to trust what he can do. And so we don't want to be walking around with the name of Christ, but not believing in him, because we've forgotten all of the benefits. The book of Psalms is recorded, said, hey, don't forget his benefits, right? That's what the psalmist is saying. In other words, he's done so much. He's able to bring you out. He's able to bring you through. Don't forget your benefits. On the job, you have vacation time and personal days and all these things that you save up and rack up. And in most cases, there's only a certain amount of days you can roll over. It's not your manager's job, even if they're kind enough to do it. It's not your boss's job. It's not your HR person's job to come to you and say, hey, sugar, you got 3 days you got to use, or you're going to lose them. You got to remember those benefits, and you got to keep those in mind. And the only way you're going to do that is good. You have to keep all of the things that are good for you in the forefront of your mind. What'll cause you to forget the benefits? While you're focusing on your trouble, and while you're focusing on your heartache, or while you're focusing on who messed up and who didn't treat you right, and who lied on you, and who talked about you. So what? They talked about Jesus. They lied on Jesus. And let me say this. Sometimes folks done all that stuff to you, and they didn't even know that they were wrong. Didn't believe they were wrong. And to this day, don't know they're wrong. And you holding on to things in your life that they didn't let go of because they didn't think nothing about it. Amen. So forget the past, forget the troubles, but don't forget the blessings. Don't forget what God has brought you out of. Don't forget what God has brought you through, because he's been faithful. He's been just, and he's been kind. And we have to remember all of the blessings, all of the benefits, all of the miracles that God has worked for us. God can do things miraculously for us. I'm talking about that we know he did. We can't deny he did it. And then as soon as the devil rear his head big enough, we act like, Lord, what we going to do? Well, we going to do what he did before. We're going to trust him. We're going to believe him to bring us out. We're going to believe him to bring us through, because he's done it before. He's been faithful. Down through the years, the Lord has been good to me. He's been real good. He's been so good to me. So if we can trust him and we can remember how good he's been, then we won't have to doubt in situations when trials and troubles come. Now, I shared a video last night on my personal page as I was watching this church. I believe it's in London. And, I love the saints. I just love the saints everywhere. And they were singing it a little differently than we sing it over here. Because we say, let's go on, talking about the good old way. Let's go on, talking about the Lord, we sing it a little different. I ain't gonna go to the second part about it, but they sang it differently than that. But they were singing the same thing. They were saying, let's go on and on, talking about the good old way. And talking about the Lord. And they say, I feel so happy, feeling very happy, talking about the good old way. And I'm feeling very happy talking about the Lord. Now, why am I bringing that up? Because if we talk about, think about, sing about the miracles, the signs, the wonders, the blessings of God, we won't have time to doubt and worry about what we're facing, because we'll be saying, God, you've done it before. You're going to do it again. God bless you, people of God. I love you with the love of the Lord. There's nothing you can do about it. And I think you get the point. I don't want to go on too long this morning. I want you to remember the blessings of God. Focus on those. Let them carry you through your day, through your week, through the rest of this year. And so we can go on into next year knowing that God is able and he won't fail. Amen. Listen, we will be live this morning for our morning worship at 11 o'clock. If you are healthy and if you feel well and if you're comfortable and would like to be with the saints, come on out and be with us this morning at Temple of Praise, 2948 North Stage Plaza. We want to see your face if you feel well. Amen. You could bring your excuse me, y'all. You can bring your mask. You can bring your gloves. You can bring your, whatever you feel comfortable using. Amen. Your face shields, whatever works for you. Amen. And we do have masks available if you'd like to get one there. If you don't have one with you, whatever works for you, just come on out. We are people of faith. We believe God. Amen. We understand that this is real, and we believe God to take care of us. We believe God to protect us. We believe God to do what we've been preaching about all these years. Amen. Amen. Yes, the virus is real and it's taking lives, and I'm so sorry for those that it's taken. But I'm standing on the word, the same word that I would preach before the pandemic about God being able to deliver, to do exceeding abundantly above all we can ask or think. And I'm going to preach it now. Amen. We're going to live it now. Amen. So we are having worship services. We are practicing social distancing the best that we can. Amen. But we are obeying God. Amen. Yes, we're letting God have his way. So come out and be with us. If you're not comfortable, watch us on Facebook. We'll be there. Amen. Watch us on YouTube. We'll be there. Amen. 11 o'clock. All right. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you.